Division, Reverend Sirs, Mrs. Alles, Mr. R.I.T.Alles, Mr. R.I.T.Alles, all the friends and relatives of the Alles family, honorable ministers, members of parliament, principals of schools, teachers, students and friends. We have gathered here on this sad occasion to pay our last respect to the late R.I.T.Alles, true son of our motherland, a teacher, principal, educationist and an administrator. It is very few will have the privilege of gathering of this volume of one's funeral, particularly a principal. From Royal College tutorial staff, he toiled hard to build up a school, and today it has become most sought after college in Colombo, D.S. Nanaika College. Invariably, the founder of that prestigious college. Then for a brief period of 3 years, 1983 to 1986, he was the director of studies at Zahira College. We, the management of Zahira College, the staff and students will never remember the services rendered to our college. We are really indebted to this noble man. In the history of 122 years of existence, for the last 100 years, he is the only non-Muslim principal to lead our college. Of course, our first principal and later another one were burghers, which was the early part of its history. During his time at Zahira, he encouraged our students and to go to mosque. He gave leadership to our staff and disciplined our students. His dearest words, very frequently uttered here, Puta, son, to his students made him very popular in this college. He tried to develop the college at his level best. That is why we are here with our students and staff, even with the old boys to pay our respect here. I'm sure that he's a humble man and began his life in simple way and dedicated his life for the noble cause of education of the children of this country. Starting from Royal College, D.S. Marikkar Gateway, he gave leadership which is an example for all the principals of today. Therefore, we believe that his family could be consoled looking at his service and cause for which he stood. Indeed, at last, we all have to leave this world. The Almighty says in his Quran, Kullu nafsin zaikatul maut, all soul will taste of death. Therefore, I would like to quote the very first page of his autobiography and the last page of the same, which are very important to summarize his life. With your permission, may I quote the page dedicated to his darling mother. When you were in the dire pain with a terminal illness in a hospital, you placed your affectionate hand on the head on the 5th of January 1959 and said, I'll be leaving you tomorrow in the early hours of morning, but be assured that I will guide you right throughout your whole life. Darling Amma, your divine forecast has come to pass. You left me desolate on that fateful morning on the 6th of January, but from that day, unbearable moment, you have led me day in and day out, step by step, to the accomplishment that those around me have accepted. In obeisance at your feet as your younger son, I dedicate this book to you with deep gratitude. Please, Amma, continue to give me strength to meet the challenges of the future. I unquote. I'm sure the late Mr. Alles would have got adequate strength from his mother even after her departure, which made Mr. Alles a giant in the field of education. His thoughts were finally summarized of his autobiography in his own words. I quote, looking back at eventful story of my humble life, I feel content with this accomplishment, considering the achievement of Royal, DS, Gateway, Zahira and CWW Kannangara and all the schools that I have had the privilege of working for. I do indeed feel blessed to have spent my life for the betterment of our dear children who are the future of our nation. My legacy will continue from here, and it is my prayer that it will continue better under the guidance of my son, Dr. R.I.T.Alles. Rohini and my children were very keen that I release this autobiography on my 75th birthday. Looking back at my life, you will see that nothing has come easy to me. It's been a life full of challenges. However, I have tried my best to be a lovable son, a trusted brother, a true friend, a faithful husband, a responsible father, a dedicated teacher, a committed principal, an honorable government servant, and a true Sri Lankan citizen. By being so, I have so far been able to overcome all obstacles. The wealth I have earned is people. The wealth I have earned is people. I have had them in good times and bad times. I'm not sure what will be in store for me in years to come. Perhaps more challenges. My life is no means without mistakes, but if I have to relive my life, I'm not sure whether I would want to make it any different. I unquote. I do not think I had to make a speech on this rather than quoting his own words, which summarizes all what he intended in his life. Thus, reminding the responsibility he reposes in Harsha, I pose, wishing my colleague, elder brother of principal's fraternity, that you may attain Nibbana, the highest bliss of this world, as you believe. And we from Zahira College stand in attention today to place our final salute as someone who lived for the children, the future of our nation. Goodbye, dear brother. May the angels sing. May the angels sing thee while you attain highest bliss of this world.